What is up, guys? In today's video, we're going to be spectating random players in Fortnite Zero Build, going over what I think they do well, what they could do differently, and just the state of the game right now. As always, if you guys do enjoy this video, find it helpful, informative, or interesting, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you'd like to see more, and comment down below if you want the Stick of Truth to spawn or not. Like, when you're playing the game, would you rather the Stick of Truth spawn, or would you rather have it not spawn at all? Fortnite recently increased the spawn rate of it to 60%, so it's very likely it will spawn in this match that we're playing. Over half the matches should have it. But let me know if you like it or hate it. It seems like most of the comments I see about it are against it or not really liking it. But the kind of nature of how comments for things go online is like people that don't like something or don't like a change are typically much more motivated to comment about it than the people who like it. Like the people that like it are just playing the game and, you know, going about their day. I might have just messed my drop up. I was like, thought there was a fight going down there that I was like willing to land on. No, man, don't fly away. Alright, we are going to be on board with King CMO 89. And he got one of the stakes. The weight bench that's here is how you have a chance to get the mythic pump, but it takes a while to lift. But there is a path of 3 stakes, which is how many you need to get it quickly. Once you get 4 or more, it's like pretty much immediate. But 3 is kind of like where you want to hit. You can run in a straight line from that building I landed at and get 3. There's one in the building that we landed at. There's one in the building in front of it on a table. And then the weight bench next to the weight itself that you have to lift has another one. So it's like really not at all difficult to get the stakes. Like I said, it's literally you walk in a straight line basically and get 3 right there. There's one in that middle building he just got. We'll see if he goes for the one in here. Yeah, see, this is the one on the table I was talking about. And then there's one on the weight. So it's not hard at all to get 3. And as I already said, 3 is where you want to be at least. Like 4 is nice. Prior to 3, it's not worth trying to lift it. You could break the floor here and get all these barrels immediately. That works too. And the one that's on the weight is right here. This weight bench right there. What is going on? This player is stressing me out. Okay, they don't want it. They could have gotten it and they would get it like pretty much instantly. So they're going to take some time to open it here. It's not absurdly slow, but yeah. So they got the mythic pump. We'll see if they take it. They do. Okay. With 4, it's like basically immediate. And there was a 4th like right in his face there. There's 5 total at the POI. The other one is in this building here, the blue one. There's like a stove in the 2nd floor. The Hush boss is here. I didn't realize this. But he does have the mythic pump. Even if you don't like using the mythic pump, it's not guaranteed to drop that. It just drops a high rarity weapon. So if you're at this POI, I think you should 100% of the time be trying to get that because it is not hard at all to get 3 stakes as we just kind of outlined. And from my experience, Fortnite is a very strange game. But it seems like if other people at the POI eat it, then you get the credit for that. Like it seems like it doesn't care. I'm not 1000% on that. But I've had times where like I didn't really get any of them, and then I was still able to lift it quickly because all the other ones were taken. That's in solos. So this player we're spectating is waiting for this person to fight Hush, I think. Once they start fighting Hush, he's going to try to third party them. Which I guess is like decent. Like you'd rather that than, you know, starting Hush yourself and then being the one to get third partied. But it's like kind of like a weird cat and mouse game where the other guy over there might also be waiting for the person we're spectating to fight Hush. And since both of them are just waiting, nothing happens. And then they also haven't been getting any more loot in this time. So their inventory is kind of strange. They don't have any mobility. They don't have any cover. The hollow SMG can be fine. It's not what I would want to use as my AR, but it can definitely work. So he just shot at Hush here. You don't want to be focusing on Hush. This is bad. You want to shoot at Hush to bait the other person into challenging you, which is what I was going to say. One thing he could do is like kind of fake fight the boss and then see if the other guy will try to push him. But there we go. Because he was too invested in killing the boss, he gets third partied and eliminated. And now this Dwight is going to have access to the mythic pump. They're going to have access to the mythic AR. I'm pretty sure Hush's guards drop crash pads. Or at least have the chance to. And they're also going to have a chug jug. So this Dwight is set very good. They don't want to use the mythic pump. They'd rather have the duels. All right, I guess it's kind of preference, but the option was there at least. Like, this player has a very good, you know, start to the game. He's gonna use the med kit and then take the chug. How far away is zone? It's not like super far, but it's a problem. And I'm sure a lot of you are commenting now about the storm changes because they did make some of the storms faster, but they didn't change anything with zone 1. So like this POI not getting zone this game and then these people having this problem was mainly just because of the like cat and mouse game they were playing around the boss. He's gonna probably, okay, I thought he was gonna med kit again. Now he wants the mythic pump. But yeah, I would have liked to see the person we were initially spectating shoot at the boss a little bit, make this guy think they were invested in it, and then like maybe back up to like the like central building here. That way they have like more eyes and more cover, and then can fight this player when they pull up. But over focusing on the boss there when you know there's likely somebody else in the POI is not a good play. Something kind of needed to happen. They'd been waiting too long, but if they had done that a little bit sooner, I think things would have been good. He could have just bought white health at the vending machine. He could have bought a patch up. Get the barrels instead, which takes time. But he's maybe saving for the Kenny coin would be my guess. But it's not like he needs to buy guns. He's got mythic pump, mythic AR. This area is always a nightmare to be in. There's so many bushes on this mountain. And now it's a nightmare for somebody else who pulls up because we have somebody with mythic pump and mythic AR sitting in a bush up here. I don't think they're like intending to camp though. I think they're like doing something. Like they are on their phone right now. I feel it. Just sitting here with the chug jug out. Okay. Now we're maybe ready to go. There's a car right in front of them, which they could have, which I really want to have a car right now. The zone changes I talked about aren't the biggest deal to me, but a car helps with that. But also the stick of truth spawn rate is very high. And when the stick of truth spawns, I want to be relevant in whatever fight is going to be happening around the stick of truth. Ideally, I would like to go there and just kill people and then prevent anybody from getting it. And at least thin the lobby out before somebody does get it. Because the main problem with the stick of truth, or the main, I feel like, struggle a lot of people have, is you have a lot of people in a small zone. So if you're able to like get a lot of kills before it actually gets used, then it's going to be an easier end game for you to play out if the lobby is like more dead, you know? And so having a car when it spawns makes it easier for you to like just travel over there and then either get it yourself and do what you want with it, or eliminate other people that are going for it and get some easy elims and then also thin the lobby out. He's going to give him gold. Now he has enough to buy the Kenny coin at a vending machine if he wants. The miscellaneous vending machines that previously only sold wingsuits now sell the Kenny coin as well. And cheesy poofs for I think cheesy poofs are 250 gold and the Kenny coin is 2,000. And the Kenny respawn token is like very good for like stick of truth in games, especially if it's like a chaotic in game. You can like really capitalize on that chaos and come back. The fresh wingsuit. Is people fighting above him? He should want, okay, nice. I was gonna say he should want to like be able to third party this. This should be a free kill for him. This Goku, unfortunately, was not paying enough attention to third parties. They were too locked in on the fight, and they were shooting an AI across the map. And because they were shooting an AI across the map, they get landed on by a wingsuit, and they go back to the lobby. There's only 12 opponents remaining. Get sniped. Should be healing here with the chug. I don't know where the sniper was though. They I don't know. Like I think they might be in that balloon. Oh, they're in the bush in front of him. This is bad. He's like trying to mantle in this room so badly. He needs to get out of here. He's getting shot from multiple angles. This is an AI. You just tell by the movement. You can tell by their shooting. It's Iron Tide 57. So he maybe could have used that AI as bait to get this player in the bush to push him. But now he should just wingsuit out of here. Okay, nice. You're like pretty beamable when you're in the animation of wingsuiting, like when you first lift off. But going behind the house to do it like protects him from that sniper. And now this is like kind of good for him. This car driving around here is probably going to fight that bush player. But he just gets up top here. The car drove away anyways. But I think I would have landed on the mountain close in hopes that the car would run the bush over. There's 7 opponents remaining. We still have that player in the bush. That might actually be the guy that was in the bush. This is where like the wingsuit as mobility is unfortunate, because if he has a crash pad here, he's like in there immediately. It's a free kill. And it's still a free kill. I like that he bubbled at the halfway point though. That is one of the nice things about shield bubbles, is that you can use them to push opponents like that, because throwing it to the halfway allows you to like kind of sprint to it and then sit in there and regain your sprint and maybe think about what you want to do. But it also prevents the enemy from shooting at you because you have that like shield bubble in between you. This is a problem. He's going to try to get out quick. The wingsuit is like bad in these situations, but I think what a lot of people struggle to do is they wait until the enemy's hopping on them and then they try to use their mobility. Like using the wingsuit to escape like that can work because he did it fast enough. Like he just immediately was like, okay, the situation sucks, I'm getting out of here. A lot of people wait until it's too long to actually like do anything with the wingsuit, and then that like bit of hesitation, they're just already getting shotgunned in the face. You're just shooting them with dual shotguns as they're trying to lift off, you know? He did drop the pump for the duels, which again is like, I prefer the pump vastly. I just enjoy using it, but like it's not that crazy, I don't think. Okay, he gets crash pads. He's just gonna use one though. Thought he was just gonna take the crash pads and the wingsuit over the one shield bubble. Only 4 people left now. He could get on the shape right now and like get eyes on that. Actually, this is a third party. So both these people were just standing right next to each other, dual shotgunning. And when you hear, okay, I was actually wrong. When you hear 2 people shooting duels like that, it's typically a situation where whoever wins that fight is like scuffed afterwards. Surprisingly, like that guy was still healthy. I don't know why. But yeah, anytime I hear like dual shotguns in use, especially 2 of them getting shot like rapidly like that, both players using it, that's just a fight where the winner should be shambles afterwards and you can just quickly clean it up. I was gonna say he could land on the shape and kind of wait to see if anything happens here, but like a fight immediately started breaking out, so obviously you want to hop on that. Only 2 people left now. Probably gonna buy a new wingsuit. You could buy the Kenny coin if he wants as well, yeah. And he's probably gonna go for, oh, he went for slurps, okay. But the reason why he ditches the chug there is because it's not full. Like the chug is probably my favorite heal to carry this season, but once you've used it a bit, like it's at 140 there, you're probably better off with slurps or like bigs, whichever you prefer. And you can buy slurps out of the vending machines now, which make them a lot better. Like one of the reasons why I much preferred big pots to slurps prior to this week's changes was that with how many vending machines are around the map, you know that you can just like always stay topped off on bigs. If a fight breaks out and you know you gotta heal, there's probably vending machines somewhat nearby where you can like get your big pots back. Whereas like with slurps, that wasn't the case. There's argument, I feel like, either way between slurps and bigs. It's really just preference. But the fact that you can get them out of the vending machine now, I think is what makes that preference way more relevant than it once was. Probably somebody in that bunker to the left, maybe. But he can just get on one of these rocks and wait or bunker up. Sadness. But I think this player wins this game. If you heard something down there or what? Seems like he did. Oh no, he's trying to bunker on like the little silver. It's gonna be an okay. I thought maybe he got like visual audio or something down in the bottom, because that's one of the things that's like weird about spectating is we don't have visual audio, whereas like the player spectating will have visual audio. So there might be like little things they see that we don't see. Someone just died. So now it's a... Oh, no, the player that died has the Kenny respawn token, so they're coming back. But I was going to say now it's a 1v1, and I was checking the map to see if there's any crowns, but I should have known there was no crowns because neither name was gold in the kill feed. But if 2 players fight and one drops a crown, when the zone is this small, like you'll know where they are based on that. And with it being a 1v1v1, that would have been like the most relevant person to get the kill on. The player that's coming back off respawn with the Kenny coin is going to have such a hard time regaining here. There's like barely any loot in this zone. Like maybe they could go to latte, but like there's barely anything of latte that's actually in zone. Now more of it opens up, but... Oh, there's one guy. This would be a nice time to beam them. They just came off their wingsuit. So if he got beams on them there and they don't have... Okay, I was going to say if they don't have a cover item, they're just dead. But even with them throwing the bunker, that's 120 damage. That's decent to push. This player at the bunker right now wants to be shooting their gun. And it's like kind of counterintuitive because they just got beamed. And so they want to heal. But if somebody's wingsuiting on you like that, they are so beamable. Maybe he got visual audio on the guy up top there. Like if there's a guy up top, I don't know. But yeah, he's reacting like there's somebody up there. This is bad. That guy's being annoying. But if you're getting pushed by somebody wingsuiting, even if you're weak, what's better off? You getting like 30 shield in the time they get to you and then them getting on you with dual shotguns? Or you hitting them for like 120, 150 damage out of the air and then just like getting the free kill? Like people wingsuiting are so beamable when they're traveling at a straight path at you like that. And even if you don't beam them enough to like kill them, you maybe discourage them from pushing you. Wait, the tires were actually so helpful there. I don't like the way this fight is going though. That was like weirdly, it's like awkward. People just running around, buying time. But the guy on top of the hill was like kind of always the main threat. I think he was just shooting at the guy bottom thinking like I can get them out of the game. But they like weirdly like weren't that weak. And they got a slurp off or what? But this is like not ideal. It's a 1v1v1 and the zone is small. So pretty much everything is just going to come down to like the first two people to fight are probably going to get third party by the other one. And you want to get the kill cleanly. Like this is perfect. He gets that kill cleanly. Now the other guy's pushing him. The other guy had Kenny coin though. So works out, drink a slurp. There's bunkers right in front of him on top of the thing. This other guy is going to be coming off respawn. So you want to be as healthy as possible and you want to be loaded. Those bunkers would be nice to have as well. And you saw immediately, like, he got that kill, and then the fresh player just immediately tries to third party him because he knows, like, it's a 1v1v1. The only two people left alive just fought. And it was kind of an awkward, messy fight that if the Dwight was weaker going into it, would have been, like, not that great. That's why, oh no. That's why I was saying, like, getting the kill cleanly is so important. That was just very... I don't know. That was so awkward. But the Dwight wins it. I feel like the final fights could have been like made easier for themselves. But the player comes back with Kenny coin and almost just ARs them to death. And that's just like how good the Deadeye AR is that someone can almost win the game like that. Despite, you know, coming back with nothing really. But that is going to be it for this video. As always, if you guys did find this to be helpful, informative, or interesting, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you'd like to see more. I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.